Well, let's face it, glue is always an issue. Now, in my own work, I tend to do projects that use glue but use very little glue. I'm making this video mostly with people who teach groups in mind, like art teachers, workshop presenters. But I think this is a great solution for your home studio as well. So it requires a little bit of setup and expense in the beginning, but what glue solution doesn't? So I've used lots of different glues throughout my career of teaching. The problem with glue sticks, which is I think people see as the easiest solution, is not only do they not always stick very well, but you end up throwing out so much plastic. So watch this, bear with me, keep an open mind because I absolutely love the way that I'm using glue now with groups. Okay, so this requires some purchases. Now, I'm not an affiliate for anybody, so I'm not going to put in links, but I did get this from Amazon. And what these little containers are, they call them precision needle tip glue applicator bottles. You can get them in 10, 30, or 60, 50 milliliter containers. This is a 10. I tend to get the 10 and the 30, although if I was just doing it for myself, I would get the 50. Okay? There's good reasons why to use this or this, what I'll get into. It comes with a little funnel, which is completely useless for glue. The way you get glue in these, because they do not come with glue inside of them, the way you use glue with these is to put it in with a wisdom teeth syringe. So, what's special about this syringe is that it has this tapered top. Okay, so you do not want to use a syringe that has this kind of top, because this flat top, because you'll learn a physics lesson, which is if you put it in and there's no air able to escape, uh, the glue won't go in either. So you need the tapered top. Problem with these is that they're a little bit too tapered. So you get the taper, but then you cut off a little bit of it. Okay, so let's see if do I have my scissors handy? Yes, I do. And I'm just going to show you that I'll just cut off this much of it. See how easy that was? That looks good. Okay, and if I feel like I need more to cut off, I will. But no, I think that looks fine. So I'm going to put these aside. Now, I used a lot of these when I taught a class, when I've taught classes in the spring, and it is now the end of summer. So I haven't used these for quite a while, but I want to show you how I store them. These are in this little box and they're stored on a shelf like so. And what's special about that is that when I open it up, you'll see that they've been stored upside down. Okay? So storing them upside down means that they probably, even after months, will be just fine in terms of being able to get the glue out. I'm going to put these over here. Got this one. I'm going to just put it over here. And then here's another box that has some of the bigger ones in it. My friend gave me her coffee box. And you can see they were upside down. So I'm going to take one of these out as well. Let's see. I'll take out this one. And I'll put these aside. And so here are my little glues. These two have not been used, like I said, for months, and we'll see if they still work. Now, what's inside of here? Uh, Elmer's glue all is not inside of these. Jade is inside of these, but Elmer's glue all is fine for if you're working in classrooms. I wouldn't use other glues that schools often use. This works really well, and these come in gallon containers that cost about $20 to $25. The Jade, on the other hand, which is what my preferred glue and which is what I use, and which is actually in here right now. These cost about $70 per gallon. But I'm telling you, this I spend so much on glue sticks that even at $70 a gallon, this is a good deal. Now, to get the glue from here into here is a bit of a thing. What I'll do is I'll use a funnel, and I've had this, like I said, this is the moment is filled with jade. I've used up all the Elmer's glue that's in it and saved it. I will put the funnel into it. Well, you know how a funnel works. Put the funnel into it and pour the jade into it. And I'll do this in the kitchen. I don't need to do it right now because it's pretty full. Okay, but you understand the concept. And did you notice how when I took off the cap for this, that it didn't stick? And that's because I'm very careful after I take glue off of something like this to use a damp cloth, and I will be using the damp cloth when I'm demonstrating to go around those threads so that it will come off more easily. With the jade here, which I get from Talus online, I put a piece of wax paper between the lid and the bottle, and that makes it so that I'm not struggling. Okay, so imagine I filled this container with the Elmer's glue all. The next thing I need to do is use my syringe. Okay, I haven't used this syringe before. This is brand new. And I take this off, and I think I want a piece of paper to protect my surface. Usually I'll be doing this in the kitchen. And I'll take let's see, I'm going to open this up. Open this one up. And you notice it has these little caps on, these little things on it. I actually have found that kids are very good about capping them up after they're done using them. And it really is handy. Sometimes these get in the way, so sometimes when I'm working with groups, I'll take these off and then put them back on again. But they are really quite handy. Okay, so what I need to do here, and this is why I need a little bit of a practice, a little bit of protection here, is I will clog up the bottom with my finger and pour this in. Okay. Put this aside where I definitely will not knock it over. Okay. I'm going to put this in here, and some of it might come out as I'm pushing it in, so I want to be aware of that. See, a little bit came out. And then generally I would have a bunch of my little bottles opened up in front of me. I put that in. I watch the progression. I'm pushing down. I'm watching it fill up. You probably can't see it. I can't see it very well, but I know it's going in there. There we go. And that's good. I have my little paper towel nearby. Now that might seem like a lot of work, and it's definitely is some work, but the fact is that when you're using these glues, the kids can't get a whole lot out at one point, at a time, which is the point of using really good glues like the Elmer's Glue All or the Jade, because you don't need a ton of glue with these. and they dry fast and they hold well. So let me just look at this one and see after months if it has dried up. And if it has, I'm going to show you a really easy way to unclog it if it is clogged. So let's see. Months later, I'm pressing and it's not coming out. That's okay, because I carry around with me these pins. There's a kind of long pins, and I keep them right there um, in the boxes. I sort of stick them in the boxes. Now I can take this and I'm gonna push it in and out. Like, you know how hard it is when you've got a glue stick and the top is stuck on there. Uh, what an ordeal it is to get it unstuck. So this is all I'm doing. And let's see, hope it doesn't embarrass me. And now I'm pressing, and look, there it's coming out so nicely. That's all I did to unclog it after months of it sitting there upside down. Okay, I'm going to put the little cap back on. And you see how little I used here? I don't need much. You have to tell kids they don't need to do the middle, because the middle will stay down by itself. And since it's on so thinly, because it's such a tiny little needle nose, it's not going to warp. It tends not to warp the paper. It's pretty amazing how that you can even put this on composition paper and it generally won't warp it. Uh, you just can't get too much out of it. There we go. And look, that's holding already. Uh, let me demonstrate what another thing to sort of sell you on this idea. Again, I'm going to try this one that was upside down for months. Okay. Again, it's not coming out. So I guess after months, you should check these. But again, I'm just going to take my little pin. This is pretty much the size of a straight pin. Okay. Put this over here where I can find it again. And now you know how it is with kids with glue sticks. If they have a glue stick here, they'll put it down, they'll put glue all over it. Glue will get on this, through this spot that's doesn't have paper, and then there's glue on their desk, and look, there's the glue coming out just with a few flicks of that pin. And look, I'm not getting really close. Well, here I'm getting close to the tip. Over here I'm not, because I'm holding it. I don't really have to hold it there because I can hold the edges. You don't want to get all the way to the edge of the papers because there will be some smushing down. Okay, so now that's there. And then, of course, oh, so I've got that little bit that may need a little bit more glue. There we go. I'll just put a little more glue on it there because I've got that little needle nose tip. And I'll do the same thing over here. I've got this tiny piece. Again, tiny pieces can be so much trouble. But if you have this with a little bit of glue, it stays on. And you can glue it in. So there we go. Gee, I hope this convinces you. Let's see if I not, let's see if I've covered everything that I want to do. Oops, I want to do a little bit more gluing here. I get to demonstrate again. And young children will have a hard time with these because they are kind of hard to press. But I've used them with as young as first graders, and they do have a hard time with them. But you know what? They love them. And that's been my experience. And even though they have a hard time with them, the fact is, it helps them build up finger strength. And we can't protect them from building up finger strength, right? So, um, yeah. So this is a 30 milliliter size. This is the 10. This is the wisdom teeth syringe. They 5 of them for $5, and that's my new recommendation for glue.